way again. I just left the anchorage, came through the Brancandoo Roosevelt Bridge just back there. Saw some dolphins as I came through. I'm heading down the St Lucie River to the St Lucie Canal. You can never be in a hurry on a boat, that's for sure. On a sailboat, that is. Just about to enter the St Lucie Canal between these two markers, the red and the green, and it runs, it's about 30 miles, runs all the way to the Okeechobee Lake. I'm going about halfway to Indiantown where I'm going to haul out. Little bridge. Very peaceful on this St Lucie Canal. I'm almost falling asleep. I'm sure when I'll arrive at the lock, but I think it's about an hour away. Anyway, lovely day as you can see. Nice breeze, sun's out, marvellous. Haven't seen an alligator yet though, but I think that's after the lock more likely, so check it out. Close to the St Lucie lock now. It's starting to cloud over and I get a feeling there might be a bit of rain today. Yick. Got very wet yesterday, which wasn't a lot of fun. So hopefully I'll be anchored and sorted before it comes. Arrived at St Lucie Lock. Someone's locking through from the other side, so I've got to wait, hang out here until the gates open. So watch how long it takes. The St Lucie Lock was locking out when I arrived, so I had to circle for a while. Entering the lock on my own was quite foreboding. It was a dark, slimy place with high walls. The lock keeper gave me no instruction, so I crept in very cautiously. Once in the lock, I spotted the lines hanging down the walls. I ran forward to grab a bow line, but the wind caught the bow, and I was only able to catch hold of the line midships. In a moment of complete chaos, the boat was thrown around, and I found myself back to front. "All okay?" shouted the lock keeper as the doors closed behind me. I then realised that the engine had cut out. Not good. Once the lock had filled and the doors were open, I tried to start the engine. It wouldn't start. The sequence of events that followed were: 1. Frank and Jerry weren't allowed to board my boat to help with the engine. 2. Frank found a long pole. 3. Frank, from above, pressed the starter button with his pole while I tried to bleed the fuel. 4. The engine started. 5. The engine stopped. 6. I called CETO. 7. The engine started. 8. I cancelled CETO, a $300 charge. 9. The engine stopped. 10. I called Albert, a diesel mechanic. 11. Albert wasn't allowed on the lock to board my boat. 12. I pulled Charlie Bell out of the lock with my inflatable kayak. 13. I picked Albert up in the kayak. 14. Albert cleaned my dirty fuel filter and started the engine, a $500 charge. 15. I spent a peaceful night tied up alongside the dock. I'm in the lock, but I'm back to front. I couldn't get a spare line on quick enough and it spun the boat round. I caught my solar panel, hope it's okay. Quite interesting, they just opened the doors to let the water in. Well, it's been a bit of a disaster. The engine cut out in the lock. I just couldn't get it going again. I tried all sorts. The people at the lock aren't allowed on the boat, so I couldn't get any sort of help to get it started. It did start one time and it stopped. I called Boat US They were on their way out to tow me to Indiantown. Then I got the engine started again, so I cancelled them. Then the engine stopped again, just before I was able to back out. So now I've asked a guy called Albert, a diesel guy, to come. So all this is going to cost me about $1,000. Bit of a disaster today. So let's hope it's...
You got somebody coming to get you, boss?
I have, yes.